Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when and where you're viewing this. My name is Mike, and I am the Crypto Liberal. Thanks for joining me again today. It's Sunday, May 22nd, I think, somewhere around there. Hey, if there's anything you find redeeming in this video, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'd appreciate some support. For about 2 weeks ago, I drew this support line for Bitcoin, and we haven't gone below it. I'm the only person that I've seen draw this support line, this descending channel that I think we're in, and we've held it perfectly, exactly as predicted, as some people on crypto YouTube are fond of saying, right? And everybody else I'm seeing say we're going down to 20,000, we're going down to 15,000. I've been claiming for 2 weeks since I've been doing these videos. One of the primary reasons I got on crypto YouTube is to calm the FUD, right? To to calm everybody down and say, hey, I don't think we're going to 20K. Don't panic, don't panic sell, right? We're at or near bottom. And so far, that support line I drew, it's held perfectly. Perfectly. I couldn't have predicted it any better. And I'm not even a big TA guy. I'm more of a fundamentals guy, which is why I'm Cardano over Ethereum over Bitcoin. But hey, let's get into it, right? I think this week I think we're about to rally, right? And there's a few reasons why, and we're going to start from the bigger picture and move down to the lower time frames of why I think this week is about to be, a turning point. So let's get into it. Right, the big picture reason, the large reason why I think we're about to rally, or we're going to start rallying. So let's go to this chart here, right? This chart shows the CPI, the inflation rate as published by the feds every month, and going back to the beginning of time practically. But we're just going to focus on 2021 right here. You can see 2021, the January, the monthly rate posted for January was 1.4%. By the end of the year, we were up at 7.03%, right? So, and then in 2022, every month it's gone higher, up through March, right? So set from 7.0 in December, 7.4 in January, 7.8 in February, 8.5 in March. But look at that April number, 8.2, right? I think we turned that corner. We turned that corner. And the main number, I look for that to come in lower, like 8.1, 8.0, 7.9. I mean, the lower it is, the better it's going to be for all markets, right? Because that will be the signal that, hey, maybe the Fed can see the light at the end of the tunnel, that rate is going to go back to maybe their goal number, right, of 2.0. The faster it gets there, the more that they can cut back on their rate increases. And so if they see it going down faster than expected, maybe they don't raise it by 0.5% or, right, 50 bips in their next meeting in June. Maybe they only raise it by a quarter, but we'll have to see. And there's some other numbers that are coming out this week from the Fed, that are going to be announced from the Fed. I think the meeting minutes from the last Fed's meeting minutes, which I think the meeting happened in like May 4th, May 8th, something like that. Those are going to be released, I think, on Wednesday. But then there's also some core inflation numbers that are coming out, I think, on Thursday, that will give an indication of maybe where the next CPI numbers, which I think are going to be announced on like June 8th or June 10th, somewhere in there. That's when the next inflation numbers come out, CPI numbers. But there's some leading indicators that are going to be released this week. So that's like the bigger picture reason why I think maybe this week we start going up. But maybe getting into the lower time frames, right, is last week the stock market just tanked, right? And other reasons that I think the market just way oversold the traditional stock market. Like Walmart posted horrible numbers, Target posted horrible numbers, and those stocks went down by like 25% each, 30% last week, and so I think they're getting oversold. And I think kind of an indication of them being oversold is, right, the market went into bear territory on Friday. The Nasdaq was down like 3%, and again on Friday, but it rallied. And so let's look at this. Is the other reason I think this is what I've been telling you for a few days now, right? Is this the futures just came out just in the last 10, 15, 20 minutes for Monday, tomorrow, and you can see across the board they're all up 0.5%. The S&P, the Dow, and the Nasdaq and Russell, they're all up like 0.5% for tomorrow. And hey, this can change a lot. Don't get too excited by this number yet, because this can change a lot. This could go negative by tomorrow. It could go negative by a lot by tomorrow. Or it could go even more positive. It could be up 2% by the time the stock market actually opens tomorrow. These fluctuate a lot in the futures market. So don't get too overly excited. But this is kind of what I thought would happen, right? I told you on Friday that I didn't think, I thought Bitcoin is going to start rallying. And crypto overall is going to start rallying. But I based that on the fact that on Friday the stock market was way oversold again. It was down 3% on the Nasdaq practically. But by the end of the day, the Nasdaq almost turned green. The Dow and the S&P both turned green by the end of the day on Friday. So that kind of led me to believe that maybe Monday we're going to see some follow through and maybe move it into the green territory a little bit, which is kind of what's happening, right? And the other thing we need to keep an eye out is the DXY, the U.S. dollar index, right? I think it went up to 105 in the last week or two, and ever since then it's kind of met some resistance and it's started to go back down. And again, it's going down a little bit now. 0.17 down. It's not a lot, but it doesn't move a lot, and I think we're going to continue to see this move down. If it does, that's only going to be good for Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market. So that's kind of the lower picture reason why I'm more bullish. And then just even getting into at least short-term bullish. And so that's like the longer term reason. I think inflation, we've turned a corner. It's going to start going down. The next number, what it was at 8.3, I think the last number they announced in May, I think you're going to see an 8.1, 8.0, 7.9 somewhere. So it's going to keep going down, and it's going to get down to that it's going to eventually, it's every month I think you're going to see it go down as the market or the economy slows down a little bit, and maybe some supply chain issues get corrected, and the people spend less money, and the Fed really, they're what they're doing is trying to slow down the demand of products by raising by raising those rates, right? They're trying to slow down demand so supply can catch up and prices will come down. And I think you're gonna see that happen the inflation numbers that are coming out in the next few months. So that's the macro reason, right? Why I think we're gonna at least be in for a short-term rally. The traditional markets are, I think, oversold, and they're going to start moving up. Another reason why I think for some short-term bullishness, but also the crypto market, right? The crypto market, we're so oversold. We are so oversold. Look at this. Okay, so let's start with here's the daily chart for Bitcoin, and let's go to the weekly, right? Weekly. This is ridiculous. 8 weeks. We're gonna close an eighth week red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's never happened in the history of Bitcoin. 7 weeks has never happened in the history of Bitcoin. So this is just exceedingly rare. It's never happened. So, we're overdue for a rally. And then here's the other thing, right? This is the support line. I've been telling you about this support line for 2 weeks. I'm the only one that I've seen has the support line, and I drew it before we even got down to it. Before it was proven that it would hold, and I told you about it in advance. And I said, look at this support line, and it goes back over a year, and I'm the only one that I've seen drawn it this way. And look, these 12 days that we've been on it, it's held perfectly. We've tested it several times and it's held perfectly. And I told you after we had tested it and wicked below it, right? We have that wick below it, but we closed above it, above this support line. And I told you, hey, I think we're going to hug this line for about 10, 11, 12 days. And because frankly, the last time we tested it for that long of a period, the 11th day we shot up to 69, or we didn't immediately shoot up to 69,000, but we started on the 11th day our move to 69,000. And I'm not saying that that's going to happen this time. I'm not saying we're going to start moving up and we're going to go immediately to 69,000 in 45 days like we did that last time. But we are going to have some bullishness off of this line, and we are going to move up. And hey, if you agree with me, right? If you like the fact that I alerted you to this support line, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and in future videos I'll show you where the resistance is, because this is a descending channel we're in. I'm the only person I've seen bring out this descending channel. Everybody else is telling you 20k, 22k, and I don't think it's going to happen. My support line is holding. Now this support line, right? It's going down and to the right. And that's the nature of a descending channel. If you draw it out far enough, like 6 months, it's going to end up at 20,000. But I think before we do that, before we get to that point, we're gonna break the upper resistance at some point. So if you so my point is descending channels, right? They're bullish, and I think we're going to break out of it at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later, but I don't know. And hey, I've been wrong plenty, but I think we're going to move up from here. So if you appreciate that I'm bringing this content to you, if you appreciate that I'm showing you the support line, and I've been right about it so far, right? uh, Give me a like, give me a subscribe, because if you do, I will show you in a future video. I'll show you in a future video where my resistance line is for this descending channel, because hey, I've been right so far, and I'm not trying to say I'm perfect, because I've made so many mistakes in the past. I've screwed up so many times in my own portfolio, right? So this is just my opinion. I have no crystal ball. I don't know where we're going to end up, but in my opinion, right, we're going to bounce off the support line this week, and we're going to start moving up. And that resistance line of this descending channel is up there. If you like what I'm providing, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and watch out for future notifications from me, especially on crypto Twitter, or on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I'm at crypto_liberal on Twitter. And I'll post future videos there, and I post daily, my support lines to watch out for and the resistances to watch out for. And so if we start moving up, keep an eye open there. Give me a like or subscribe on YouTube, right? And I'll alert you to new videos and where my resistance line is if we do start moving up. If we move down, I will be the first to admit I was wrong. If we break that lower support line, I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. And this is just my opinion, right? You need to make your own decisions. So speaking of that, right, my own decisions, if we are at or near a bottom, right, I've been dollar cost averaging into Cardano first, Ethereum second, and nothing into Bitcoin. Because if we are at or near a bottom, like I've said repeatedly, we are going to move up more in Cardano and Ethereum. Your return on investment in Cardano and Ethereum is going to be more than it is on Bitcoin. And I put my own new money in every Friday, but as an experiment for my YouTube channel to prove my point again. Hey, prove my point so far in that support line, been perfect so far. But to prove my point, I've been showing, right, we're going to invest $100 every Monday into Cardano, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, $100 into each. And I said by the end of this year, and say in 2 weeks, by the end of this year, your return on investment in Bitcoin or in Ethereum, ADA, and Cardano and Ethereum, ADA and Ethereum, is going to be higher in your return on investment is going to be higher in those two than it is in Bitcoin by the end of this year, by the December 31st of this year. That's my opinion. And a year from when we started doing the experiment, which I think was May 8th, your return on investment is going to be higher in ADA and Ethereum than it is in Bitcoin. And in 5 years, your return on investment is going to be higher in ADA and Ethereum than it is on Bitcoin. Bitcoin to me is my stable coin. When I take profits, I don't have anything in stable coins. Don't put anything in stable coins. That's my opinion. Don't do it. And don't trade on leverage. I've been watching other YouTubers talk about go down and click this link below and sign up and trade on leverage. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll never put a link down and say, get a bonus, right? Because it's dumb. Don't do it. But anyway, what was my point? So we've been doing this experiment. I put $100 in each week on ADA and Ethereum, and I'm going to show you how your return on investment is going to be more than it is in Bitcoin. And when I do take profits in ADA and Ethereum, I will put it in my own stablecoin. My own stablecoin is Bitcoin. I've said this before. Bitcoin just lies there. ADA and Ethereum actually have a way to change and improve and change, revolutionize the world. Bitcoin just lies there. That's my stable coin. So that's my spiel and done there. But anyway, so let's just give an update of where we are on my experiment here, right? So let's go to this. So you can see we put $200 in, right? We've done it for 2 weeks already. And right now your return on your Bitcoin is 197. So we're $3 down approximately on Bitcoin. And like I said, we're down more because when things go down, it's going to go down in ADA and Ethereum more than it is on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's, we've lost $3. ADA, we've lost $20, and Ethereum, we've lost about $12. So, but I didn't make a promise in 2 weeks. All right, I'm not making a promise anyway, but I didn't tell you in 2 weeks we were going to be higher in ADA and Ethereum than Bitcoin. I told you by the end of the year, and I'm sticking to that prediction. So we'll put $100 more in. Follow me on Twitter at crypto_liberal, and follow me here on YouTube, and we'll continue this experiment tomorrow. We're going to put a fresh $100 in ADA, in Ethereum, and Bitcoin. And again, a year from now, or by the end of the year, a year from now, and in 5 years, your return on investment in each of those is going to be higher than it is on Bitcoin. So that's it, right? Inflation's going down, the stock market's going up, and I think crypto's oversold and it's about to go up. It's way oversold, 8 weeks in a row oversold, right? So all those factors tell me this week we're going to start going up. And if I'm right, man, you got to subscribe. You got to follow me. You got to subscribe and like these videos, because I need some incentive, right? I need some incentive to keep sharing this wisdom with you, right? I've been right, exactly right so far on that support line. So, hey, I'm not saying I'm always going to be right. I know I'm going to be wrong. I know I'm going to be wrong. But I just like to share my journey with everybody, and I love you all. Thank you for joining. I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Man, things are about to change. Things are about to change, in my opinion. We're going to have a great week, I think. Okay? We're going to have a great week. Positive mindset, right? Positive mindset, everybody. I love you all. Thank you for joining. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy your time with your family. Enjoy your time outside, hopefully, or doing whatever you enjoy on the weekend. And I hope you have an amazing week. And I will be back tomorrow. We'll put 100 fresh new dollars into ADA, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, and we'll see where it takes us. I love you. I am Mike. I am the Crypto Liberal. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you. Bye.